And this is a unique time of the year where people find it auspicious to invest into right opportunity. And this is also a great time for India, where people who are looking to start their entrepreneurial journey, I think this is the best time. So it is an opportunity for all of you to really explore right opportunities, different brands, and then make a decision, which is I call the informed decision, what brand would be right for you. So friends, a little bit on Franchise India. Franchise India is 26-year-old franchise consulting firm. We are the largest in the world. We operate in 97 cities in India through our direct teams and also our experienced partners. We call them independent franchise consultants. They are available in 97 cities, and which can assist you, in terms of your entrepreneurial journey. When you're looking to start a business, either a new business or even acquire a running business, you can reach out to our teams and they will be able to assist you in any kind of investment decision. So friends, Franchise India has been not only just available in India, we are also in 9 different countries, and we service both our domestic brands, which means the domestic brands which are looking to expand within India, and we also bring in a lot of global brands to Indian market. Franchise India has already introduced about 470 global companies Indian market. So every Bharat Franchise Show edition, which happens every day 7 o'clock, we will bring in select brands in a particular category. Today, the category is variety retail, and we are going to talk about different brands. So 4 different brands are going to be presented, and I'm all joined with me with very senior colleague of mine, Rahul Sharma, who would lead the first brand, and also Simon, who joins us for this show. But before you get into the understanding the different brands, let me give you a little bit on how to select an opportunity, because a lot of people, when they come to our webinars or our shows or our conferences, are confused in terms of what is the right opportunity you should select and how you should really go about it. And it can be very, very complex when you're looking at starting a new business, because sometimes you have never done business. A lot of people come to us, 60% of rather business buyers have never done business in their life. So which means that they're very vulnerable and they can be not able to make maybe right decision. What is the right opportunity? So I follow a very simple rule, which you all can follow. Connect the 4 dots. The first dot is the industry. Before jumping into a brand and the ROI, you first need to find out what industry you want to get, why you feel that that industry is right for you, and the location you want to start a business. Because this might be overcrowded market in the business where you want to start, right? Like F&B. A lot of people want to get into F&B. It's a great opportunity. I know 35% of franchising really comes from F&B, but it's very complex because you are fighting competition which is coming from all over, right? You have structured brands, you have international brands, and you have anybody who is mom and pop who just opens up next to you, and you have a competition. So unless and until you have a very compelling business model and you are operatingly available, I will never recommend F&B to anyone, right? So while still 35%, 40% of people buy F&B businesses because they are good operators. If you feel that you're a good operator, and I'll talk about a little more how you really select that. But first is industry. Go into depth of industry, understand what is the industry, what is happening in the industry, what is the kind of competition you have in the market, what is disruption happening in that market, how the growth of industry is going to be for next 5 to 10 years. That's very, very important aspect, the first point. Once you've done the first point, then you go to the next point, is actually selecting the brand in that particular industry. Why you're choosing a particular brand over its competition. Sometimes when a brand presents you, they present you in isolation. And that's why the opportunity Franchise India is. When you work with our consultants, they don't limit it to one single company. We give you a basket of opportunities which you can select from. Now, today we have 750 different opportunities in different sectors. Right? So it becomes very, very interesting for you to really explore different brands and see their capabilities to service your market. It can be a great brand, but doesn't have a capability to service your market. You're in Chennai and you're talking to a brand which is great in Delhi. Maybe they don't have ability to handle supply chain for Chennai. So you need to really see which brand you're choosing and why that you feel that the brand is ready to support you in your entrepreneurial journey. Because it's a very complex journey, and why the reason why you take franchise, why 70% of startups are franchise, because people want that help, that support from the brand, that they are able to start the business right. The ease of business is a very critical part on brand selection. I always say if the brand has a proper program to support you, to see your journey to do that, and they can show examples of what they've done for other franchisees in past, then only you should select that brand. And this is one of the mandates I've given to my teams, that don't limit it to one brand, show them the basket, understand, take you through the journey, and then only you are able to intelligently decide what is the right brand. Once you've shortlisted the brand, then you need to match the third point, which is your financial goals. Sometimes the opportunity is great, and even the return on investment is great, but it is not matching your financial expectations. And especially for young people, I see them coming and investing a very small amount, and their expectation from that business is very high. It is also true for professionals. Sometimes you leave a job of 2 lakh rupees and start a business for 20 lakh rupees, and you expect that you will make more than what you were getting in job. It's not possible. A business of 20 lakh rupees would not generate 2 lakh rupees a month. Unless and until it's an exceptional product or it has more service-based business and so on and so forth. So sometimes your expectation of what you want is not matching with that. And sometimes not so mature brand owners give you projections which are not true. While Franchise India puts a lot of effort to verify each opportunity, but we cannot go beyond. I think sometimes franchisers, in, I would say, greed of expansion, put a lot of numbers which are not true, or they might be true for a very unique case, right? So one of your outlet was doing that kind of sales, but that cannot be prospective and generalized. So you need to really do your homework and see your financial requirement is going to match with the brand which you're selecting, which is that third dot. The fourth dot, which is equally important, is your micro market where you're going to start. Because that micro market also has micro competition. There might be other players available where you want to start. How you're going to compete with them, how you want to shift the customer which is using the other brand to you. So unless and until you connect these 4 dots, don't tick mark on any opportunity, because it's a valuable money. You have hard-earned money and you want to put it in a business which has to be safe. And that's where Franchise India really comes in. We have sold over 150,000 franchisees over the times. And we have a lot of experience, and people are very experienced. They can guide you through the journey, how you do the 3 parts journey. One is information, which you get today. Evaluation, which we work with you and help you to evaluate a right opportunity. And third is negotiation, how you negotiate the right contract. 5 other things I will tell you, you should always note in franchising. I would say they are critical points. 1, don't chase ROI, chase business model. ROI is what you can create on a business. I have seen people who have outperformed the ROI because they understand the business model. They know exactly what it takes to do this business, right? Just because somebody told you that you will get this ROI and you don't understand the business model and doesn't understand what it takes to do it, you'll never get it. So don't chase ROI, chase business model. If a business model is compelling and you understand the business model well enough and you're trained enough, you will be able to achieve your results. I've seen franchisers going down, but franchise still doing well because they were great operators. They knew how to run that business. So that's one. Second, if anybody tells you that you're going to do FOCO, franchise owned company operated, and you're going to still make a good ROI, he's telling you a lie. Because if somebody is going to operate for you, work hard for you, and still give you the larger return, it's not possible. FOCOs are designed for people who want to make passive investments, and passive investments make lesser return than active investments. So if you're not going to run and operate the business, always don't expect return of the same level. You will get a lesser, like we do Tata Chroma, great organization, Tata Enterprise, and so on. But you still get 13, 14, 15% kind of a return investment, but you get it for 21 years. They do a 21-year contract. So it is a great business model, but it is for a passive investment. Rather than investing into a mutual fund or XYZ, you invest into Tata Enterprise and you will continue to get return for 21 years. But they're not going to give you 30% return. They're not going to give you 40% return because that's not possible. Because they're taking the risk of running an operating business. That's second. Third point is 4 fits you have, and you need to tick mark all 4 fits when you're taking a franchise. What is your strategic fit? What do you bring outside capital to this business? That's a very important question to answer. When you're starting a business, you need to ask yourself, capital everybody can invest. What am I bringing in outside capital? Are you going to operate the business yourself? Like Rahul is going to present us retail business. Retail business, if you are running yourself, you are then the store, you yourself available, and you look after your store and your customers, you obviously increase 5 to 7% efficiency of the store. So what is your strategic fit? That's very important. What are you bringing? You have a location, which is very strategic, where you want to open up the store. So that is what strategic fit. Second is financial fit. You need to see how financially you are funding this business. Third is your operational fit, how you're participating in the business, and what is the operational capabilities required to run that business. And fourth is your marketing fit, which is go to market, how you can take that business to the market and get that to optimum performance and then to peak performance. So that's the third point. Fourth point is allocation of capital. Now I can tell you one very big thing, that 70% of all franchise failures I have seen, and 26 years is a long journey I've been in this business, is only because they were undercapitalized. Now, why it happens? People invest into a business, say business needs 30 lakh rupees. So you invest 25, you had money. Normally when you do projects cost goes up. For some reason something happened, you have to pay more money. So you went to 30 lakh rupees. So you already start borrowing 5 lakh rupees, right? And when you start, the business doesn't take off the day one. It takes gestation. It takes 3, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes 2 years, 3 years. In school, if you open up a K-12, it can take as high as maybe 7 years before it can financially break even. So because you don't have that allocated working capital with you, you are able to not run business initially efficiently, and later you have to close that business. Like Rahul is going to talk about a business which has inventory. So a lot of people start with stocks, and then because of cash flow, they don't fill the stocks the same level, and slowly your stock levels decline. Then your stock to sales ratio decline, and so sales decline. And eventually 6 months, you are out of the business. The rule is 60-40. Whatever business requires is the initial capital is 60% of your capital allocation, and 40% is for working capital. Without having adequate working capital, you can never sustain a business. And last point, which should be done extremely seriously. A lot of times I am in a meeting with the companies and brand owners and investors, and they talk, we have to just sign a legal agreement. We don't have to look at it. You have to look at it. Legal is made to be looked at it. Otherwise, it can be tomorrow a problem with you because you overlooked a lot of terms. There are complex terms in legal agreement. What is the territory you've been allocated? What is the timeline you get into? What is the renewal process for this? What kind of training they're going to provide? There are 25 critical points which you need to go through. And that's why I advise everyone, the biggest investment you should do first before you start getting into a business is to get a good consultant who is trained, who has capabilities to guide you through what is the right business model, and then contractually safeguard you so that you are able to run the business for a smooth process. Like for example, I did one time a very multinational company called Mother Care, and we did deals, and I sold the franchisees for them. It was a large investment, 4 or 5 crores investment per franchisee, and I put the clause that tomorrow if the company wants to take over or wants to change it, they need to buy at a different valuation, right? So this valuation structure, when Mother Care was to be acquired by Reliance, they bought the stores back at a very strong goodwill. So each of the franchisees invested 4 or 5 crores got 7, 8 crores back. So they were happy because that clause was there, that kind of structure of valuation needs to be done. So sometimes you need to be very carefully designing that structure so that you are able to not get into any kind of contract which you don't feel is in best interest for you. So friends, there is no shortage of opportunities. There are enough and more opportunities which Franchise India has. And Franchise India has been doing this service for serving entrepreneurs for last 26 years. And we are available in every market you are there. So reach out to us. I will give you our hotline number. This is a hotline number I'm putting on the group. It's 971-76-83838. So it's very simple, 971-76-83838. So, and also there is a Q&A box. You can write your question on the Q&A box, and we will pick it up your question and ask the respective brand owner. So Rahul is part of Franchise India, but represents a brand called Candy Floss. And he's going to talk about that brand. He will talk about why this category. This is a variety retail. Variety retail started with a company called Miniso. And Miniso is a Chinese company. And so this company is on a variety retail. It's a very strong category in India because It has a very interesting mix of product lines, which from home to cosmetics to other categories, which I let him speak about the brand. And so friends, I have also Simon with me on this call, and he's leads Bharat Franchise Show. So please ask your questions on a Q&A box and we'll be happy to take it. If you want to reach me, I've given you hotline number. You can, I think we can set up a call and be more than happy to assist. Welcome once again, and let's get started on.
Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me, and happy Navratri to each and everyone who are joining with us through our show and through YouTube. And so before so as everyone say here, it's a variety retail product, Gaurav sir said. So why it is more important to you? Because everyone wants to buy some product, and that product should be useful in your house. And that will be your age. मतलब आज की तारीख में, if I am a 5-year kid in my home or a 40-year or 50-year, I should buy something from that retail variety. When someone say कि variety of retail, the meaning of that sentence is that कि I will not focus on a one particular product. I have a varieties. So that include your household, that include your personal care, that includes your the things which is more suitable for toys. Because if anyone is there in a kid, so they can be open for a toys. If I want to I want to take some electronics item, which will be a good. So they have also a electronics item present. So when Candy Floss is there, Candy Floss started in 2021. Currently, they are running a 15 store in a different part of the world, and they are all are profitable store. When I said a profitable, the meaning of that sentence doesn't mean, as Gaurav sir said, is the ROI. So the franchisee owner are making their money, and that is only possible when they are also investing some time in that store. So 15 stores which are working right now, they are working in a different part of the city. First is Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Surat, Pune, and we are coming in Raipur. We are open for a franchisee opportunity in a different part of the city as well as the state. Smooth that Candy Floss basically wanted two partners. One is called as a master franchisee. We are ready for a master franchisee for a particular territory. Also, we are giving a unit franchisee. So when I said the category wise, so we have a different category. Currently, we have a 12 different category. If we have a more than 50,000 of SKUs. So when I said an SKUs, it means the product. So we have a bags, we have a digital goods, household goods, home fragrance, kitchenware, personal care, stationery, seasonal. But these products are proudly made in India brand, as government says, as Mr. Modi say, keep made in India brand. So here 60% products are made in India and 40% they are importing from the other country. But the company have a very clear vision. They want to create a 100% made in India brand. That is the reason they want to create a great franchisee in a variety retail products in a different part of the city. So guys, when we are considering here, if I want to take something, what is the quality? What is the price? So we have very great quality of the product. They are the manufacturer 60%, 40%. The price are very nominal because as an Indian, we always thought about the price and the quality. So in this brand, both the things are available. We are just operating for franchisee owned, franchisee operated, but it doesn't mean that the company is not involved in day-to-day other things. As sir said, because this business based on your inventory. So here the inventory take care of a very important role. So brand is supporting in a stock correction. Every 3 months, there is a stock correction. Then at the time of exit, as we have a 5-year of an agreement policy. So other brand, what they are doing, they say, "Kya, jo aapne kharid liya inventory, they will not buy back." They are buying 100% return policy without any depreciation value. This is the another specialty and the USP of this Candy Floss. So Candy Floss, we can just work out in a space. We are going with a high street or in a mall. The space requirement is very nominal. We have a 800 to 1500 square feet. We are keeping it. And when I said in the investments are divided into a 3 components. The first part is always the franchisee fees. The franchisee fees here is 2 lakh rupees. Then the second component is the security deposit, which is called as a 3 lakh rupees, which is 100% refundable. Obviously, the franchisee fees is always a non-refundable component. When I said at 1800 to 1500 square feet, the fit out cost for the interior of furniture, it will be cost you around 12 to 15 lakh rupees. The brand will give you a design, which is a free of cost. If you want to construct by your own vendor, we are happy to support you. If you want to think that, okay, the franchise India team can be do or the brand can do, they can support you in the fit out part. Now, the most important is the inventory. So here we are charging 2000 rupees per square feet. For 800 to 1000 square feet, the minimum inventory cost will be around 22 lakh rupees. If I'm considering all the component by adding a franchisee fees, adding a security deposit or the initial investment on an interior as well as the inventory, so that your cost will be coming around 35 lakh rupees. But I can always consider in this way, if I'm investing a 35 lakh rupees, what is my guarantee if I don't want to continue the business after a 6 months? My 35 lakh rupees will gone. I say no. So first is your 3 lakh rupees, which is a security deposit, it will be returned to you. The second is called as the inventory. Whatever the inventory amount is present, that is written because the company have clear picture, policy. They don't want to keep anything in an inventory. They can buy back that inventory, but whatever the cost is required in terms of the transportation, that will be a normal thing. So in this business, the always play a very important role is the margin. We are giving a highest margin to the franchisee store. We are giving a 36% margin, and there will be a no royalty from the brand side because it's a retail business. So every brand asks here, can I ask some royalty? In a candy floor, there is a no royalty culture. They want that you should run the show. We will give you a margin, and that margin you can also manage your expense. When I said an expense, your rental, your electricity bill, your manpower. So when I said a manpower, here we require 3 to 4 manpower. The brand will do the complete training. The hiring is also supported by the brand side. But I would always suggest that when we are hiring the manpower, we always hire a smart person who can help you locally in terms of the customer, how they can communicate. When customer is coming, they can also guide here. If you want to buy this product, why it is useful. And if you want to buy other product, why it is useful to the other. So the hiring is play a very important role. Then the marketing support. So when I said a marketing, the marketing support is always taken care by both the sides. So the national marketing is always taken care by the brand side, but the local store marketing is taken care by the brand and the local franchisee. So in a local store marketing, the brand will take care of their digital marketing, but there will be local marketing in terms of the pamphlet or the WhatsApp and all the thing that is taken care by the franchisee owner. Now, when it's considering as a regular control and auditing, so from the brand side, we have a audit team is there who will do the auditing part, so they can understand how the sales are going on. They can also say what type of quality of the products are you keeping it. You're not keeping any, you're not selling any product which is, it's a breakable, or maybe it's called a wear and tear. So because whatever the wear and tear is happening, that can be supplied back to the brand. So this all supports are provided by the brand. The franchisee, what they can do? First, they have to do the investment. So when I said a 35 lakh rupees the investment, you can also keep your working capital. Always keep it 3 months as a working capital, where you can keep as a rental, you can keep as a salary of the stuff. Then you can consider as a 5 to 6 lakh rupees as a working capital, because every business will take some time. It will not start from the first month. So initially 3 months will be required from your side to keep the working capital. So this, what are the ideal profile for the franchisee partner? The first ideal profile who want to just do some business, who want to make some entrepreneur, who want to say, yeah, I want to take and I want to just create something in the local market, and especially in the variety retail. So they are the first profile. Second, we are also supporting into the guy who want to understand that this business can be done on a larger scale. So they can take a master franchisee. So master franchisee for some particular states are available. You can contact to the franchise area, or you can directly reach to me, where we can discuss about the master franchisee concept. Because when someone is taking as a master franchisee, they can infuse their local franchisee. When I said infuse, the meaning of that sentence, whatever the inventory is required to supply to the sub franchisee store, it is supplied by the master franchisee. For second, they can also help you in the development of their territory. So when I say development of the territory, because of franchising, they're doing a lot of event in different part. They can be the part, they're the internal part of the brand, where they can also represent the brand. They can also meet with the investor, where we can sign a deal together. Third, they can also involve in the fit out part. So whenever they're involving in the fit out part, so obviously the fit out cost will be reduced. If someone is traveling from a different part of the city and someone is from the local territory, so your investment will reduce. And they will get a revenue sharing in the franchisee piece. Always they will get some revenue sharing in the supply chain of the inventory. So in this way, the master franchisee can be a part of the Candy Plus. So guys, thank you so much for your time. And if you have any question, you can ask in question and answer, where we can happy to this. Thank you so much.
So any questions you have for Rahul, please ask on the group. Otherwise, Rahul, if you can share your direct number on the WhatsApp group, and then we will be able to and friends, as I said, we will bring in new opportunities every day of the Bharat Franchise Show. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we have multiple opportunities coming in. So you can join in and we will have more and more opportunities. Tomorrow is a longer one. We have a full 1 hour session from 7 to 8. And there are about 5 different opportunities coming for tomorrow's webinar. So please tune in for tomorrow, rather register yourself. If Sanjeev, if you are there, if you can put the link for tomorrow, so everybody can register there, and it's easy for you to come back and join the webinar. I don't know if Sanjeev is there, no, but otherwise you can access the same piece, and we'll be more than happy to do that. So friends, thank you very much for joining in today, and we'll see you all at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Same time, it's a longer Bharat Franchise Show because we have about 5 different brands which would come in. And I'll also be there back again with all of you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Please register yourself, and we see you, and continue to come every single day, because every day you will get different opportunities, and then you can decide what is right for you. And this is a good auspicious days. If you choose the right opportunity, don't rush into signing any opportunity unless and until you visit them, understand their business model, understand how they're going to support you in your entrepreneurial journey, how they're going to train you in your journey, and then you want to do that. And please visit franchising.com. There are thousands and thousands of opportunities which are listed there, and you can choose any opportunity which is domestic opportunity or international. They all can be available for you. So thank you very much for your time today, and we see you tomorrow again at 7 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.